Welcome to Change-Based Poetry, number 17. I'm Leland Jamieson. I'm going to read a moderate, intermediate length, but still short, rhyming poem, which takes the form of narrative couplets. This is based upon a real experience. I was 14 years old and full of myself. Had just spent a wonderful summer with my Uncle Frank on his farm in Oklahoma. Actually, it was only 6 weeks, but I learned lots of skills and I was, as I say, full of confidence. This is called Against All Odds. It was early September. I held in my hand, or actually it was in my coat pocket, tickets which read Oklahoma City to Memphis, Tennessee via the Rock Island Rocket, and another set Memphis to Asheville via Southern Railroad. So here it is, Against All Odds. The upper berth lurched hard from side to side. Her wheels of steel click-clack astride her groaning rails and ties, their changing pitch, that syncopation past a side rail switch would normally have zonked him out at once, except he feared he'd be made class dunce. Suppose they would not hold the 7:10 departure Memphis bound for Asheville when the Rock Island Rocket ran a little late. They said they would, but what if they'd not wait? He'd miss the old boy's deadline, be a chump. The thought turned his whole throat into a lump. First off the platform, he inquired, "The train for Asheville?" "Sonny, there she rolls. Retain your ticket. It is good tomorrow, too." He lurched his suitcase up and, sprinting, drew abreast the last car's lookout post and rail. Scrambling down concrete steps, he dared not fail. Again he breasted the lookout post, rail, stair, grabbed the post, vaulted bag and butt through air, and landed, teetering. He crawled up tread and stood rocking guts and knees like gingerbread. The door locked tight. What could he do? Good Lord! Up high. Emergency. He pulled the cord. Shrieking, the train stopped dead. Look! Men with bags raced by, their footfalls crunching clinker slags. He jumped down, ran, caught up, and with them climbed up through the diner's elevator, slimed with swill from stinking barrels he pushed by, and past a black-faced cook with knowing eye. Pretending calm, he bumped his bag up aisle. "Not taken," said a kid his age, thin smile. "Oh, thanks." He gasped for breath, his thudding heart impatient now to see the train depart, lest someone find him out, throw him in jail, and who in Memphis would for him pay bail? "You're really out of breath," this thin smile said. He nodded. Out of shape. His face burned red. He wedged his ticket in the front seat's back, reclined, eyes closed, and lay upon the rank of his anxiety until he felt a forward lurch. His fear began to melt. Steel wheels and rails were singing when he woke. A stub, no ticket, wedged the seat back's yoke. Thin smile gazed out, his head against the glass. The mountains heaved in view in greening mass, and singing wheels on rails dropped down in pitch. He stretched his forearm, kneading out a twitch. thin smile turned great brown eyes toward him and grinned. While you were sleeping, this man, double-chinned, stopped by to thank you, left his card for you. Some lawyer, lives in Asheville, well-to-do, thanked me for what? He said that you would know. Said twice, Magnifico, Magnifico. Thin Smile was chuckling, grinning ear to ear. I watched you panting, glimpsed a touch of fear, observed you didn't want to talk at all. No cobbler, I'd not twist a sharpened awl to tap your guts for curiosity. You had to catch your breath. I let you be. The lawyer, while you slept, described the scene, said several men agreed they'd never seen determination like your own to catch this train, bold action which alone could snatch a lost day back they thought was down the drain. They all send thanks for helping them in train. What was it drove you on against all odds? Still greater odds drove me like piston rods. I'm going back to boarding school, you see. If I were late, I'd dig a stump, a tree, in fact, before I could return to sports. I'd be class dunce and off the tennis courts. You don't say. That's not Christ's school, could it be? None other. What? You've got telepathy? I'm going there. Read all about that stump. A really big dumb screw-up makes you hump. Well, let me welcome you. Name's Jamieson. They shook hands soberly. Mine's Batieson. And that's the narrative couplet in an intermediate length, but still essentially short rhyming poem. Now, if you wish to see the text that accompanies this poem and listen to the video as you follow in the text, go to the short poem page on jamiesonspoetry.com, and there you'll be able to see it as well as hear it read. And of course, if you're interested in UFOs, go to the Anunnaki page. If you're interested in learning to write in formal, metrical, rhymed verse, go to the U-Rhyme page and take advantage there of a free module, and also the opportunity, if you write a really good poetry using the reverse technique that I recommend, the possibility that I would publish your poem on my website and also read it on this program, Change Pace Poetry. So with that said, let me thank you for coming. Hope to see you again. Thank you.